Hello and welcome to Unleash the Dog Trainer Within. My name is Joseph Falcone. First, let me start by thanking our host, Wolf Driver. Please, everybody, share the Wolf Driver Facebook page. Not just my show, but all the shows. There are some great shows and some great people out here with a lot of really good information. All right, so tonight I was planning on having a guest, but unfortunately, the plans of mice and men, they were unable to make it, so they will be here at a future show. So I'm going to take the show I was developing for next week and run it today. Oh, thank you. I see the thumbs up and the hearts. Thank you so much, everybody. If you want to say hello and let me know where you're at, I will try to acknowledge you. All right, so first I'm going to give a little plug to my friend, Donna McGuire. She writes children's books based on her basset hound, Silly Willie Winston. The books are educational. Whoops. Hold on. So you know it's live when these things happen. The books are educational. They promote literacy. And they promote acceptance and harmony and peace, as well as anti-bullying. She's not about the... She's out with a message. So, if you want to go online at some point, take this over here and look up Silly Willie Winston and check out her books. No, I'm not getting paid for this plug. Hello, Emma from Tennessee. I passed Tennessee on the way out here to Las Vegas. And we go over here. The Wacky Adventures of Silly Willie Winston, who has the persona of Super Snout, Inspector Snout, Explorer Snout, and Pirate Snout. With the biggest ears ever and a super large snout. So, I guess that's enough of that plug. But do check it out, seriously, the books are great. Alright, let's get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Tonight I'm going to start off. Let's see. Hello, Rebecca. Tonight I'm going to start off with a video. I'm thinking maybe start off every show with a video. I haven't decided yet. Let me know if you like this concept. I'm going to start and end with a video. So here we go.
Hello. What's your name? My name is Patrick.
Hello, Whitney Stubbs.
She's Ginger. She's my sister, best friend, and everything.
Okay, where did Ginger come from?
She's adopted. I adopted her.
Okay. So you had OCD. Okay. And Ginger just helped you.
Yeah.
Good for you, Ginger.
Okay, well, good. Thank you.
Check this out. Okay, that was our video starting off. Emma, it's sideways. I was holding the phone sideways, so hopefully you saw it at the right angle. I'm sorry if... Did anyone see it at the right angle, or was the screen sideways throughout? But either way. Okay, so that was our opening video. Ginger the dog on America's Got Talent. All right, so today... what I'm going to talk about basically is dog facts. Okay, so when it comes to dog training, the first thing and the most important thing, as many of you I'm sure know, is having the right match. A person based on age and lifestyle and family. Oh, thank you, everybody. I see all the thumbs up and the hearts. Age, lifestyle, family, and so forth. The worst thing you want is an owner mismatch. And what's really important is to compare your lifestyle and your personal situation with the breed instincts of the dog that you want. Even if you're getting a mixed breed dog, if you have some idea of what breeds are mixed in there, you can get some idea of what's good for you. Let me give you an example. Labrador Retriever is one of the most popular dogs in America. Wonderful dogs. I love them. But here's the downside. They mature slowly mentally. When it takes them 3 years to get out of puppy brain. So you've got a 100-pound dog with a tail that's almost like a weapon, running around thinking it's a little puppy. This might not be so good if you've got toddlers or older people in the house. Again, it's a great breed. I recommend them highly. But it's a mismatch. Hello, Susan Rash. It's a mismatch if you've got older people or children in the house. So you want to look at the breed characteristics, which are good with children, good with older people. Also look for I shouldn't say problems. Look for breed issues. For example, short-snouted dogs don't do as well in the heat, so depending on where you live. The English Bulldog, for example, the pug. And they don't have the exertion that some other dogs do. Okay, so let's go over some dog facts. You might enjoy this. Usually I'm not going to be doing dog facts, but like I said, my guest in the show, so I'm using a show that was in development. Thank you again, everybody. So the earliest dog fossils date back to 10,000 BC. The United States is the country with the highest pet dog population, around 75 million. France is the second highest. Did you know that there are 703 breeds of purebred dogs? Yeah, you can go to the AKC and take a look, but the AKC only accepts certain breeds. Then the other organizations accept other breeds. But there are a total of 703 breeds that we know of. The Girl Scouts and the Boy Scouts both offer merit badges in dog care. The world's smartest dogs, and I'm not backing this, but this is what they say. The Border Collie, the Poodle, and the Golden Retriever. Dogs do have a sixth sense. This I believe completely based on my own experience. By the way, hey Raj, hello Linda, Bridget. If you have any questions, please place them in the box, and I will address them. I might address them on air right now, but more than likely I'll address them at a future show because I might need to ask questions. So I'll stop what I was saying for a moment, and I will go to the screen, back to the screen here. You can write to me. My website is unleashthedogtrainerwithin.com. And you can write to me at joseph@unleashthedogtrainerwithin.com. joseph@unleashthedogtrainerwithin.com. And you can also put your questions here, and I'll let you know if I can answer them right now, or if I need you to, if I need you to bring the screen back. Okay, if I need you to write me with more information. Raj, 2 dogs. I always think that people should have more than one, unless you're home all the time. A Labrador and a Toy Pom. Nice. 3, and I can write a Maltese and a Yorkie. Cool. All right. So let me get back here. Put that down. All right. So dogs do have a sixth sense. And 67% of pet owners have reported their dogs acting strangely before a storm or an earthquake. Erratic behavior, trying to hide in a safe place, things like that. Okay, now, I don't know if you know this. You know dogs can hear better than you, but they can hear 4 times as far as humans. They hear a higher range than we do, but they also can hear from 4 times away. Obesity. We're going to go a little bit into health now. Obesity is the #1 health problem among dogs. dog breath is actually unhealthy. You know, hey, Linda, Chihuahuas, nice. I love them. If your dog has constant dog breath, you might want to see the vet. It could be a sign of dental disease or some other health problems. The longer a dog's nose, the more effective its internal cooling system. Your dog has sugar. Your dog is diabetic, Raj? That's what I believe you're telling me. They have a more effective internal cooling system, so as I already mentioned, English Bulldogs, Pugs, they don't do well with heat. Chocolate contains a substance known as theobromine. It's similar to caffeine. It can kill dogs or make them very sick. Now, you find this more in milk chocolate than you do in dark chocolate. Did you know that you could lower your blood pressure, not your dog's, your blood pressure, just by petting your dog? Dogs have a remarkable effect on our physical, mental, and emotional health. Seriously, you live. I believe that you live longer. I don't know if there's any studies out there. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to look it up and I'll let you know next. There you go. Help you to live a longer life. Only dogs and humans have prostate glands, but dogs do not have appendixes. Now, you know that dogs have a great sense of smell. They also have wet noses, and that's because it helps them to absorb the scent chemicals. Your dog's sense of smell is anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000 times better than yours. A bloodhound can trace scents that are over 300 hours old. Depending on the breed, your dog has between 125 million and 300 million scent glands. You and me, a miserable 5 million scent glands. And the part of the dog's brain that controls smell is 40 times larger than ours. Now, here comes something I find really interesting. Dogs can help sense disease. I mean, you know that there are service dogs out there, I'm sure. They help people in various ways, but there are also dogs that are trained to detect changes in the human body. And they can alert their owner who's about to have a seizure. They can also pick up on diabetic signals and let their human know when their insulin levels drop. And they can be trained to detect cancer. Check this out. Even when it's at stage 0. Okay, I'm going to move on down here. So if your dog has been paying a particular attention to a certain area of your body, it might be a good idea to see the doctor. I read a story about a woman whose dog kept nosing her chest. She went to the doctor. Early stages, meaning she got treatment in time, thanks to her dog. Now, dogs' sense of smell also affects how they work and react with you. And this is also an important part of dog training. Dogs can smell different chemicals that we give off. When you're angry, you give off a chemical. When you're sad, there's another body chemical. When you're grieving, there's another body chemical. When you're trying to fool your dog or take him, let's say you're trying to sneak him to the vet, there's another body chemical. Dogs can detect these, and they know what you're up to. They know if you're angry, even before you speak it with a big voice. They can sense it. They know if you're sad, and they know if they're going to the vet. Even no matter how you try to hide it, most of the time they're going to know. Now, check this out. All the guys out there, you're going to like this. If a guy has a dog with him and he meets a girl, he's 3 times more likely to get that girl's number. Ladies, are you more likely that are listening right now? Are you more likely to give your number out to a guy with a dog? What do you say? Your 1-year-old dog is as smart as a 2-year-old toddler. As the dog ages, the more he matures and smarter he gets. The average dog, in my personal opinion, between 7 and 8-year-old human. And you have to keep that in mind at all times. Dealing with your dog mentally and emotionally is like dealing with a 7 or 8-year-old. They are very smart, though. The average number of words a dog can learn is 150 to 250. However, check this out. There's a border collie named Chaser, and it has been proven that he recognizes. All right, something I didn't know and just learned in preparing this episode. Now, I knew cats use their whiskers to see if they can sit through an opening, but a dog's whiskers helps him to see in the dark. And their eyes have a special membrane called the tapetum lucidum. I'm probably mispronouncing that. So the whiskers, the way it works is they pick up on changes in the air currents about the size, shape, and speed of things. And it helps them to detect prey or predators coming their way. So dogs don't have any sweat glands. Their sweat glands are in their paws. So when you smell your dog's paws and you smell corn chips, that's the dog's natural scent. Dogs have about 1,700 taste buds. We have 9,000. Cats, 473. So we enjoy a buffet better than our dogs do. On average, a dog's mouth exerts 320 pounds of pressure. These tests were done on a German Shepherd, an American Pit Bull Terrier, and a Rottweiler. In comparison, we exert 120 pounds. White sharks exert 600 pounds, and crocodiles 2,500 pounds of pressure. Okay, it's 6:15ish. We're about halfway through the show. Linda, from OKC, Oklahoma City, I believe. 8 o'clock. Yes, I'm having a great evening. I hope you are too. All right. I'm thinking to take a quick break here and go to the video. I was going to put a video at the end, but I think I'm going to do it here in the middle. Okay, so give me a moment. I'm going to bring up another video. Hang on. Okay, another dog video.
Let's do it. Go ahead. So we're going to start with a little warm-up for the county, if that's all right. Okay, Bud? Come here. All right, sit down right there. Good. Stay there. See that? Wait down. Closer. Wait. Up. Good girl. Back up. Back up. Yeah, I know, it's tough. It's tough. Closer. Wait. Turn. Good. Wait. And turn. Wait. Man, can you just touch it? Good. Wait. Leave it. And. Okay, hold on. Down. Lie down. Wait. Good girl. Wait. You have to be quiet now. Now, wait. Drop it, hon. Drop it. Now, wait. Oh, good girl. And up. There you go. Okay, how about up here too? Good. Whoa. Sit down. Sit. Okay. Now comes the intellectual part of the thing. So Maggie counts with this foot. Basically, first time I said, Maggie, how many is this, honey? That's it. Good. Sit down. Good. And then I realized I didn't even have to use fingers. I could just ask her. So I said, like, Maggie, what's 2 times 3? Perfect. Get a little treat for that. Good. And then maybe one of you would talk to. Maggie? That one. What's 8 minus 2? 8 minus 2. Yes. Girl. Would you like to ask her what's 12?
Sure.
Meg, listen up.
What is the capital of Alabama? How about an addition question?
Okay.
All right. 3, Maggie, 3 plus 3.
What is that?
Okay, we lost connection for a minute, so I'm going to back the video up a little bit. So I just backed it up to get. Okay.
I'm floored because usually when it comes to tricks like this, there are signals, there are hand signals, there's something, and I've been able to detect or look around, and there is nothing. I gotta ask for more. I gotta ask one more. Matt Panetti, what's 4 plus 4?
Okay. Come back. We're going to come back here now. All right. So I'm curious, everyone listening, and sorry.
This year, all surgeons.
Okay, sorry about that. So I'm going to ask everybody who's watching now, and those of you who watch when we're not live, you can write in. In the comments section. What do you think? Do you want me to continue having videos, short videos, in the beginning, 1 or 2 in the beginning, middle, end? Do you like that? Yeah, this show is development. So you're getting it on the ground floor, and I want your input. This show is for you. Hello, Maria. All right, so let me get back to where I was before with dog facts. Before the videos. So just give me a moment to get back in place. Now, did you know that dogs know when you're being unfair? Not that any of us are unfair, but they can tell. Like, for example, if you give a better treat to the other dog, they know the difference. You give a bigger treat to the other dog, they recognize that. And they'll become agitated at their peers getting a bigger or better treat. And this is improvement in studies. This is plus my own observation, of course. So dogs know that. You have to keep that in mind when you're working with your dog. This comes from the old, now wolves, who don't pull their weight, won't be allowed to partake in the rewards of a hunt. By the same token, a wolf that works hard to bring down an elk isn't going to be too happy if he doesn't get a piece of the prize. And it comes from that, basically from that. Excuse me. Now, dogs can tell if someone's generous or not. This was an actual study that was done by the University of Milan. Excuse me for a moment. All right. The study was done by the University of Milan, and they allowed dogs to watch humans in social situations. The dogs, group actors, sharing their food with a homeless man, and then another group of actors telling the homeless man to leave in an aggressive manner, not being sharing or generous at all. Afterwards, the two teams of actors attempted to call the dogs at the same time. Almost every dog responded to the generous actors. Now, the dogs weren't being offered treats to themselves. They recognized a human being kind to a human. And those are the humans they wanted to go to. They avoided the aggressive group and the unkind group. So dogs do recognize generosity, which is about justice and kindness. Again, I go back to their sixth sense, as well as the chemicals they can smell. Dogs know if you are a good person or if someone approaching you is not. They can tell if the person has intentions, good or bad, by what they're putting out. By the sixth sense, but also by the smell of any chemicals that we put out in our body when we feel that way. In whatever way, yeah. So I already covered that. Oh, check this out. Okay. So dogs is... Common myth is that dogs only see in black and white. But they can see some colors, not as vividly as you and I. We have 3 cones in our eyes to detect colors. Dogs have 2. So they see colors on a blue to yellow scale, but they cannot distinguish between red and green. That's interesting. Wish they could. For seeing eye dogs, that would be great. All right, let's talk about a dog wagging his tail. A wagging tail does not always mean the dog's happy. So wagging tails, I think, are kind of like fingers. I could be generously reaching my fingers out to handshake you or to hug you, or I could be doing this. So, tail wagging has its own language. Dogs wag their tail to the right when they're happy, to the left when they're frightened. Wagging low means that they are insecure, and rapid movements accompanied by tense muscles or dilated pupils can signal aggression. So don't think because you see that tail wagging. Hello, Tracy. Tracy Klein says, I can tell my dog's facial expressions when they believe they are being treated differently. Yes, that's absolutely true. Thank you, Tracy. Now, dogs also have their own fingerprint, but it's not in their paws. Right there. Every dog's nose print is different, just like our fingerprints are. Dogs do, this is what you're going to like. Dogs can fall in love. It has been proven. Did we know that? Of course we did. Our dogs love us, and they love each other. We knew it, but it's now proven. Claremont Graduate University in California found that the dog's brain releases oxytocin. We call this the love hormone when it interacts with humans and dogs. This is the same hormone that we release when we hug or kiss others. So, it's almost 6:30, it's just a few minutes off. So I'm going to say, get some oxytocin going on. Get out there and hug your friends, hug your family, by blood or family of choice. Hug your dogs and your cats and any other pets you have. Oh, another question I'd like to ask the audience. I've been doing half-hour shows. Would you prefer a longer show, an hour show, or a 45-minute show, or do you want to stick to half hours? Again, this show is for you. So let me know if you like the idea of videos and if you want a longer show or a half hour is good. Okay, UnleashTheDogTrainerWithin.com. Joseph at UnleashTheDogTrainerWithin.com. Please write me with questions. And Wolf Driver. Share the love and let everybody know to come to Wolf Driver. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Oh, Monday. Monday, I'm going to be at the Store Park. I'm going to do a live show. Tracy Klein. Cool. Well, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate the compliment. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to do all right, a live show from the dog park on Monday. See you there. Have a great night. Goodbye, everybody. Oh, thank you. Yes, those are great, Tracy. All right, so Tracy, write to me. Tell me more. And anybody else, write to me. Joseph at UnleashTheDogTrainerWithin.com.